Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I have a very special topic. I feel like God has been wanting me to share this with you guys, but I haven't been, and hopefully that this video is obedient to whoever needs this. But so today I want to talk about how to fix a hard heart. If your heart may feel hardened, it may not feel as soft and as light and as free as it used to be, and it just feels like there's nothing but bitterness, there's nothing but, everything other than joy. I want to give you some tips, some signs, and also just explaining why you may be having a hard heart, or if you're not even aware of this, just to open your eyes to show you that you have a hard heart. Now, it was a lot of the times I have revelation. He'll give me revelation and I won't be home, or I'll be somewhere else and I won't have a notebook, so I will go into my notes and put it there. So I just wrote it all down, so excuse me if I'm looking down, but this is how I see it. After you've been abused, neglected, mistreated, your trust was broken, betrayal, I personally believe that is what causes, and myself as well, it's what caused a super hard heart in me, and it just didn't make me enjoy. Hold on. And the only person that can soften your heart is Jesus, is God. And there is a scripture, it is one of my dad's favorite scriptures, and it's kind of one of mine now because this is so relevant in my life as well that I'm still working on. It says so this is scripture, Ezekiel 11:19-20. And he says, I will give them one heart, and a new spirit I will put within them. I will remove the heart of stone from their flesh and give them a heart of flesh, that they may walk in my statutes and keep my rules and obey them. So basically, scripture is basically saying that God will give you a new heart so you can obey him and you can follow his rules. And I feel like also just so you can enjoy life as well, because you weren't meant to go through life with a broken heart. You weren't meant to go through life with bitterness, resentment, although it's so easy to, because our flesh is just, in that, our flesh likes feelings. I feel like our flesh likes to be of this world, but our spirit knows that we should not be living in those emotions and in those feelings. Also, God is the only one who knows those deep, deep, deep wounds and the things that you don't speak about, and he's the only one who knows how to really soften your heart from those things that made your heart hard to begin with, if that makes sense. A lot of the times too, when your heart does become hardened, you don't want to be around people. You're like, all these people in my past have abused me, have mistreated me, have whatever, and I don't want other people to do it, so I'm just gonna be alone because I got me, and I got me, and I'm not gonna betray me. But even sometimes we betray ourselves by staying in relationships we're not meant to be, staying at a job that's draining us and that God doesn't even want us to be in, and he wants us to start the ministry or start a business or whatever it is. We mistreat ourselves so much, but at the end of the day, we are with ourselves 24/7. So it's different if someone else betrays us as to us betraying us. So those thoughts are probably in your head as well, if you don't mistreat yourself, then that's a different story. But all of us, I feel like at some point have, betrayed ourselves and just completely just neglected ourselves because of other people neglecting us, our family neglecting us. It's deep, but I think when you know, you sometimes tend to not want to socialize with other people anymore because you're like, what's the point? You know, like I give up trying to be a good person to other people when, you know, other people aren't really so nice sometimes. And, you know, you just sometimes you go through certain things and you question why you were nice or why you are nice. And you can never stoop to someone's level because they're obviously in a broken place. That famous saying of hurt people, it's very, very, very true. It's very true. Like, if you are at peace with yourself and you are in love with yourself and, you know, you're flowing with his spirit, you're not going to want to hurt other people because you know the love of Jesus and the love of God. So why would you want to hurt someone, you know? And a lot of the times when you have people speaking curses on you and people speaking evil and just not speaking life over you, it can tend to be your own thoughts. I know I struggled with this, and I still struggle with this, but people who have told me certain things like, you're not doing things with your life, you're not, etc., you're not this, you're not that, you're not this, you're not that. So many people telling us what we are and what we aren't. It can sometimes become your own thoughts, whether you realize it or not. And if you don't address what other people have done to you, you can also become them in a way. Like, you could become toxic just like how they were toxic to you. You could become evil, you could become ugly just inside because of all of and it's not your fault and you did not deserve anything. But if you are not dealing with whatever it is that has been afflicted on you and you continue to just walk around with bitterness and anger and you're not really dealing with it, then it's on you to heal it. And I know it sounds rough and I know it sounds harsh, but I used to think this too, like, how is it fair that you inflicted this on me and now I have to heal it? You spoke things over me, you have done this to me, and now it's my responsibility to heal it. Trust me, it feels like injustice. It feels like you've been done wrong. It feels like God doesn't see the injustice. It feels like when you do go through that, it's like, God, what the heck? Like, why? You know? Another thing I can recommend is just you reprogramming your mind, and it can sound easy when other people are, you know, going through. It can sound easy when other people have gone through it and they're trying to tell you reprogram your subconscious mind, and it really isn't that easy because you're really unlearning everything that you thought was true about yourself, the beliefs about yourself, your society, your appearance. Like it just goes everywhere. The foods you should be eating, like it's very, very, very deep. But your subconscious mind is not that easy to be reprogrammed. You have to really, it's a battle. It's a battle in the mind of just constantly reminding yourself and telling yourself, like, wait, that's not me. Those are not my thoughts. Or even to go as far as saying, you know, not everyone is going to hurt me. Not everyone is going to abuse me. Not everybody has a evil agenda over my life. Not everybody is jealous of me. Not everybody is going to compare themselves to me. Not everyone is going to leave me. Exactly, right? Some days your mind is going to be sharp, and some days your mind is, you're going to be like, yes, like today is going to be a great day. I got this, you know, everything is going to be working out in my favor. God got me. And then there's other days where you're going to have brain fog, confusion, spiritual warfare. There's going to be days where your mind just feels like it's attacking you and you have like no strength but to focus on your mind, because if you don't focus on your mind, you feel like you will just explode. You feel like you're going to you're gonna lose the fight, you know? And then on your bad days, it's gonna kind of be like, dang, on my good days, you weren't expecting those same thoughts to come back on your bad days when you were having a good day, if that makes sense, if I said that right. Give you some quick signs. There's only 4 signs that I feel like were clear signs on if your heart has been hardened, and it is not really a good feeling at all. Trust me, I know. But the biggest sign is you just genuinely stop caring. You stop caring about the well-being of others. You stop caring how other people are doing. You stop caring about a lot of things. You stop caring if you're alive. Sometimes it can go as deep as that. You can stop caring if, you can just stop caring. Like, them nonchalant people that are just like, I don't care. But deep down they do, but their heart has been so hardened from all of the things that's happened to them. The second sign is kind of the same thing. You just stop believing the best in people. As I was talking about earlier, the people who have hurt you, you just stop seeing good in people. You take the people who have hurt you and instead of categorizing them in good people, well, no one's really good or bad, but you know what I mean. You categorize these people that hurt you, and you take their personality, their characteristics, whatever it may be, and you use that to define everybody else around you. Number 3 is passion is hard to come by. It feels like your life is just dull. It feels like you have no motivation, no inspiration, nothing. It just feels like your life is just passing by with no flow of just loving life and just feeling good about your life. Passion is completely gone. The things you used to do have just disappeared. You don't enjoy them anymore as much as you used to. It's a pretty good one too. This last sign is that you don't enjoy, you don't celebrate, and you don't cry. And the crying, especially in men, you see this a lot in men, that they're taught not to cry, but when you cry, it releases all of these emotions. It releases all of this pain that you're feeling inside, And a lot of men, I feel, must have a hard heart, and well, not all of them, but men who were never really, in tune with their emotions and in tune with, stuff that was going on after pain and after hurt, and they don't cry it out. It's stored. Those emotions and that pain that you're carrying is stored inside of you, in your body. So that's a toxic thing, honestly. I don't ever know why we ever told men not to cry, because then when they're emotionally unavailable, then we have a problem with it. So how to fix it? I know this sounds so really, but the first sign is to pray and ask God for a softened heart. Ask God to soften your heart. Ask God to reveal to you what it is that has hardened your heart, and ask Him to soften it. Even if you have to soften your heart towards a person, I feel like we can carry hate for a person in our heart as well. So if you need to pray to God to soften the hate you have for a person as well. Your heart, I feel like, is the most precious thing to God. It's the most precious thing in the world. To protect your heart, He says guard your heart. He doesn't say guard your body. He doesn't say guard your mind. Yes, of course, guard your mind. But he told us to guard our heart for a reason. Because our heart is precious. It's where everything flows from. It is where everything flows from. And I also want to give you guys a quick tip on what I do when my heart feels heavy. It feels, it just feels really, really heavy. I like to place, and I've been doing this for 3 years, but I like to place my hand over my heart, and I just really like to close my eyes and feel my heartbeat and feel what it is, and allow God to show me images and allow God to show me memories that I'm still holding on to, and I just release it. And sometimes I like to do tapping around my heart. Ooh, it feels amazing, right? And especially feel where your heart feels tense and tight. That's probably where you're storing a lot of the energy and a lot of the pain. That's where you want to tap, and that's where you want to also just massage it a little bit. I feel like that really does help, because like I said, emotions are trapped in your body. Another thing I do is I like to gua sha on my chest and around my heart, just to release that energy, and do it for as long as you need, because I'm telling you, that helps me so much to release it. And I just don't judge how my heart is feeling, because God knows our hearts. So don't lie to God about what you're feeling, what you're thinking, because he already knows, okay? He already knows what you're feeling. He already knows how you feel in your heart. And I feel like you just have to really, when you are doing that, please try it when your heart feels heavy. Just hold it. Just hold it and just really feel whatever it is you're feeling. I feel like the hand over your heart makes you feel safe, and it makes you feel like it's okay to release whatever it is. Do some deep breathing, and yeah. So I hope you guys really liked this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.